Hello and welcome to Hero Wars Info. My name is Ryan. I hope everyone is having a good day. I haven't posted in just a little bit. I was at a wedding this weekend, and so I am back now, but a lot happened while I was gone. First off, if you were able to watch my video from last time, you know that I did quite a big bump in the Hero Tournament of Power. So the results aren't there, but I did take a screenshot. Just wanted to show you the final results. I did not get first. I was able to edge past second in the last few moments to get the second prize, but first decided to give it another 100K, and I just didn't have the resources. But really, I didn't want to give up the resources. That would have really set me back for a lot of different events. And my one rule for this event is try to max out as much as you can, but do not handicap yourself in other events to do it. Meaning, like, don't use things that would like hurt the future rewards that you would be able to potentially get. So I went as far as I was comfortable with, got second, pretty happy about that. Um, but what I was going to do on today's episode is we're going to be talking about the future events, and also be going over who I would recommend for an Osh fight. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now I already have fought Osh this week, but let's go ahead and go to the log. Um, my team for the first time got 528 million. Now I used the typical Osh team minus Jew. I put Lara in. And occasionally, what will happen is that you'll see Sebastian do really good damage, um, because he's able to get the crits off. And if he's able to get the pure damage off, that allows Albus to really elevate the fight, and really crush it. So let's take a look at this. I went back to info. Let's go ahead and take a look at the fight and see what happened. So started, he only had 60 million left on 160. If you're not aware, you're Isaac. If you're trying to do the best for Osh, he's supposed to be not maxed. He's supposed to be, the magic defense shouldn't be very high, as well as his artifact should be level 118 max. That's just the best way for him to get those armor penetration, the temporary bonuses for ulting. So we got another ult, a third ult, and in just a sec, a fourth ult. All right, so we got four of those. And in just a second, yep, we got, yep, right there, boom. A lot amount of damage, and then there it is, Albus. Albus, based off of the crits that I got, and the pure damage that put out, Albus really just went off. He does this a couple times throughout this fight. But this is exactly what you're hoping to see. I found Lara gives me a little bit more consistency than Jew, so happy with the way that's set up. That Albus didn't really do that much. Sometimes it does really well. Sometimes it doesn't. He's gotten two so far, three. Looks like he only got three here. But yep, still we're able to get some good crits there. One, two, and we're gonna get a third. Three, and four. There it is. I think I have one more big shot coming up. Three, oh, only three here, but there it is. A good crit by Sebastian. There's something so fun to watch about once you have like a really good team that is just crushing bosses. tried the Albus team before, or not the Albus team, this Cornelius team before, and it just I don't use the software to be able to reset the fights. So I'm not that type of player. So I can't choose the one where the crits really go off. This just happened to be a good one. I'm pretty consistent around, I'd say 200 to up to $500 million, 500 million damage here. So very happy with that result. The rest of the teams were just okay. All right, and then finally, what I wanted to discuss is the events that are upcoming. So Portal Anomaly started yesterday. For those of you who don't know, Portal Anomaly is a pet event. It allows you to get a lot of the chaos particles, as well as gives you a lot of pet adventures, um, portal charges that you can use to get even more rewards. So usually you can do most of what you need to do on the first day if you already have a pet adventure that is ready to go. So I was able to do that. I had a 13 on there that I just rated, I think probably about 10 times today. So that's really what you're going to try to do to maximize. Time of the Fearless also started. Um, this one is very easy to max out. It doesn't require that much. Just play the game, and you're probably going to max it out through the 3 days. Now, I would say, like Portal Anomaly, especially since you have the potential to get 2 portal charges a day, I do not recommend spending resources on this. Besides the stuff that's free, like the pet summoning eggs, feel free to use those. Like that. That's a good time to do it. But I'm talking emeralds. Whenever I say spend, I'm specifically talking about like emeralds. It's just not worth it for chaos particles. You can get quite a few nowadays, so it's not really a big blocker for me. I would highly doubt it's a big blocker for anyone that is a moderate spender. And even if you're like a free to play, this is still probably not the best use of spending your emeralds. There are a lot of different other events that would be better for your emerald spend. Now, last day of Happy Birthday Dominion. If you haven't already, make sure you get the full prizes for the birthday cake. It was 5,000 skin stones, 5 explorer moves, 20 absolute artifact chests, 1 hero soulstone chest. So pretty good combined with the daily things that were given out. So I mean, it was a nice event. It's a nice event that's free to play for the most part, unless you're really trying to get some of this other stuff. But if you are, this is again one of these events where I'm not going to really spend. The quiz tickets are nice. The 9th birthday boxes are nice, but you get a ton of them through the quiz. All right, now upcoming, what do we have? We got Weaving Patterns. Weaving Patterns, you can see here, we got the login 3 times, get VIP points, get energy, spend emeralds, spend gold, complete X summons in the summoning circle, and complete X quest of the special event. You should notice that there's actually 2 here, complete X summons in the summoning circle for an event later on that over spawns or is at the same time right here. And so I would wait for the complete X summons in the summoning circle unless you just have an abundance of Titan summoning spheres. Other than that, I don't like to spend on the Weaving Patterns event. I mean, you can spend the gold. That's very easy to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to even spend the energy. It's just not one of my favorite events, honestly. I have I get a lot of this golden thread already, um, and they don't really hand that much out for this reward. So, not one of my favorite events. However, Power of the Titans is coming up. I do like to focus on Titans a little bit more. Makes it really versatile for Guild War if you can have a lot of different types of teams. And Foundations of Power is coming at the same time. So, if you were going to spend emeralds, like this is a decent day to do it. Between these, where Emerald Waterfalls is on, you can kind of triple dip. There's also a triple dip opportunity here on the Ascension to Asgard day, which I might do with the spins. I might go ahead and just use the Astral Providence 30 times to I'm sorry, unlock an Ascension glyph and no, it's the Astral Providence 100 times, but it's 30,000 for the spend. Yeah, so I might go ahead and do that, and I can kind of triple up on those three events. So if you're going to spend emeralds, depending on what your needs are, I think my needs are more on Asgard, so and Ascension. So I'll probably go ahead try to get here. I'll be able to get a decent amount of Titan Skin Stones with the spend here as well. And the rest of those, the energy, I'll probably be waiting um, to right here to use energy, either day one or day two. I don't think Ascension to Asgard. Oh, it does have an energy spend. And I know Weaving Patterns and Power of the Titans. Looks like all of these have energy spend. So maybe the best strategy is to double up here on the Weaving Patterns and Power of the Titans, and then double up here on Ascension to Asgard and Foundations of Power with both of the energies if you're going to be spending any bottled energy, anything like that. But that's what we have coming up this week. If you're going to spend emeralds, I would suggest waiting until the later half, towards the end of the week, to do that. I think they're just better events overall than the Portal Anomaly or Weaving Patterns. Thanks for listening in. Please like and subscribe. If you have any topics you would like me to discuss, go over, just let me know in the comments, and we will talk later.